after midnight. Halloween often brings to mind visions of ghouls and things which go bump in the night. It also would have brought my next signal interruption. Content has not yet been procured at this time. Disappointed? You wish to be satiated with something terrifying to distract you from the currently terrifying state of the world? With what? A Halloween special of sorts? Maybe with guest appearances, animation, a dance routine? No! We will provide no such thing. Instead, we will invoke the time-honored tradition of Samhain, a Gaelic pagan holiday lasting from October 31st to November 1st, which marks the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the darker half of the year. To sacrifice, die, light bonfires, be visited by loved ones who have since passed, to release, and finally transform. All these would serve as the basis for Halloween. After Christianity took these traditions from pagans and co-opted them, I shall recite the incantation, spinning the veil separating this world and the next. Remember, you wanted this. Say, on Russia, Soaha, Southern, on West, on Dama, Hitler, on Pagon, August, Pagon, Ruin, Spirit, not pain. Yes, Aisha, yes, on fifth, yes, Conan, Dayan, Plague, Rayan, yes, Avi, Port, Uram, Tumu, Sinchiron, Ted, Mu, Radio, Mu, Some texts include sacrificing among the traditions of Samhain as a way to honor the spirits of the dead. This would allow some to communicate with those that have passed and to gain favor for the harvest of the following year.
Good evening, my dark delicacies. It's me, the daughter of darkness, your gothic queen, the gal who put the vamp in vampire, Alucardia, Countess of the Damned. It is Friday night, and normally I would be cozying up to the Friday night frights. Instead, I'll be surfing the obituaries. Want ads. That's right. Your girl has been given the boot. At least it matches the ensemble. Countess of the Damned has been cancelled. The only thing more heartbreaking than that would be an actual stake through the heart. The number of times they have tried in my lifetime. Worry, my creatures of the night. Alucardia is not going anywhere. I have been here since time immemorial, so I will be here long after you're all dead and gone. So, before I shuffle on down the unemployment line, I have something else planned in place of tonight's frightful flick. Something even more horrifying. Executives! The same executive who dismissed my show. An act such as that shall not go ungoverned. It is time to give him his just desserts. And my favorite dessert is a dish best served cold. What better sacrifice to honor the spirits of Samhain than this? He offered my show a sacrifice.
No one ever him in return.
Vintage 1990. Excellent year.
White sheet ghosts, often associated with Halloween in the modern era, originate from burial practices adopted by the British in the 14th and 15th century, wherein the deceased were wrapped in white linen called burial shrouds. The jack-o'-lantern of Halloween had its roots in the legend of a man named Stingy Jack, who deceived the devil many times in his life. Upon Jack's death, the devil refused him entry into hell, sending him out into the dark night with no more than a burning coal. He placed the coal inside of a hollowed-out turnip and wandered the earth in limbo, thus creating the name Jack-o'-lantern. the aura and protect against malevolent spirits, as well as a way of honoring those who have passed, seeking blessings for the coming year.
I see.
What is it?
I see death.
Divination was also performed on Samhain with apples and hazelnuts used to see the future. Hazelnuts were associated with wisdom, while apples were associated with the other world. Slice an apple in half through the midsection to reveal the tentacle inside. 2 seeds equal early marriage. 3 seeds, wealth. 4 seeds, travel. 5, good health. 6, wisdom. Ultimately, dumb suppers were held to honor the spirits of deceased ancestors and to communicate with them. Our family would host a dinner where empty seats and table settings were left to welcome the dead, sharing a meal with them in silence, hence the name Dumb Supper. You, the viewer, have the distinction of being present for this dumb supper. After all, if you made it this far, you are already dead. You have returned? For what purpose? A release from what I have lost? Perhaps I indicated as such, but that never meant I intended to do so. You see, I like these horrors I am unleashing. I'm not a fraud of the spirit of Samhain, and I intend it to stay because doesn't it make the world just a little more fascinating? In fact, we shall introduce more chaos. What's done cannot be undone. I call to the dark ones of the past in the name of the disruptor society. A new face, but the same Dr. Midnight. I did promise you a change. All of this comes with it. There's new horrors to face. Let us face these challenges head on. Stay tuned for the next interruption.